Hi everyone. Now we'll talk about one of the interesting topic, syllogism. What do you mean by syllogism? Okay, syllogism we can say it as deduction. Okay, syllogism we can say it as what? Deduction. What do you mean by reduction? Okay, it's nothing but reducing. Okay, it's nothing but reducing. Guys, ism is always it's certain rules. Ism is always what? Certain rules. Okay, so when you are talking about syllogism is one of the interesting topic in reasoning section for all the MBA aspirants and all the bank aspirants and all the CRT campus placement. If you took any competitive exam, this topic will come into the picture. Why this topic will come into the picture? Because you will go to some MNCs. Okay, so you cannot take the direct decision. You are not the decision maker. If you want to take some action, you need to follow some framed rules. Okay, so you need to follow the rules. So if you want to follow the rules, okay, so you should know the rules, right? So without knowing the rules, you are not able to do that. So the point is this here. Okay, so syllogism is one of the interesting topic. Yeah. Once first you should know some terms about this particular topic. If you don't know the terms, it will take some time to understand the situation. Okay, it will take some time to understand the situation. Okay. So before getting to the topic, you know, you need to understand few terms in this particular topic. Okay, you need to understand few terms in this particular topic. Okay, what are the terms? Okay, basically here always the questions are start with all, some not. Okay, all, some not, no. So the statements start with what? All, some not, no. Okay. Among these, what are positive ones? Yes. All and some are positive statements. Okay. No and some not are what? Negative statements. All and some are positive statements. No and some not are what, guys? Negative statements. Okay. No and some not are what? Negative statements. Okay, no and some not are what, guys? Negative statements. Then how will proceed this particular topic? How we are going to proceed, this particular topic? When we are get into the topic, okay, so generally, there are two methods to solve this. I'll discuss one by one. Okay, I'll discuss one by one. First, I'll tell you the method called, tick and cross method. Then I'll go for Venn diagrams method. So first let me discuss the tick and cross method. Okay, tick and cross method. So for that you need to understand, yeah, the statements are start with all, some not, no, where all and some are positive statements, some not and no are negative statements. Okay, some and no are what, guys? Negative statements. After completing this point, like negative statements and positive statements. Okay, so we'll try to and you should know two more points. The points are this: what do you mean by particular statement? Okay, what do you mean by particular statement? Okay, guys, here some and some not. Okay, some and some not are particular statements. Okay, some and some not are what, guys? Particular statements. Okay, some and some not are what? Particular statements. Okay, where all and no is what? Universal statements. All and no, we can say it as what? Universal. This is what? Particular. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You should be have good clarity regarding the particular topic. Okay, so the whole point here is this: all and some are positive, some not and no are negative. Some and some not are what? Particular statements. Okay, so all and no are what? Universal statements. What do you mean by universal statement? Sun rises in the east. Yes, that's a universal statement. Okay, okay. So these type of the points will be there, and I will tell you the terminology. I will tell you the terminology as well. After writing, these points, next, we'll try to draw. Let's say all A's are B's. Next, I can say some B's are C's. Okay, guys, tell me. You need to draw one conclusion from here. Okay, you need to draw one conclusion from here. You will get different answers. But the point is this. I want you to understand which term is common. Which term is common. So, whenever you are talking about, this is called, the first term is called subject. The second term is called predicate. Okay, predicate. First term is called subject. The second term is called what? Predicate. Okay, predicate. So the point is this: which term is common here? Don't say R. Okay, which term is common here? Yeah, B is common. Which term is common here? B is common. So which term is common? Which term is common in both the statements? That is called middle term. That is called what? Middle term. Okay, which term is common in both the statements? That is called middle term. So according to this question, the middle term is what? The middle term is what, guys? The middle term is what? B. Okay, the middle term is what? B. So this is one of the important point. Why middle term? Okay, we'll see. After that, this is followed by certain, this is all about framed by certain rules. How the rules will come into the picture, when to use rules, when to use Venn diagrams, I'll tell you. Okay, but every question we can done with the Venn diagram. Okay, that's why I told we'll discuss two methods. Okay, so when to use these rules concept. Okay, so there are 7 rules. Okay, there are 7 rules. Okay, there are 7 rules you need to understand. Point number 1, rule number 1, please write down. Rule number 1, please write down. Every deduction should contain only 3 distinct terms. Every deduction should contain only 3 distinct terms. Only 3 distinct terms. Okay, every deduction should contain only 3 distinct terms. Okay, guys, what exactly this means? Let's say all dogs are cats. If I say all, the second statement, all men are boys. Okay, so they'll ask you what is the conclusion. Guys, you have to say they are what? 2 individual statements. How you are going to make a conclusion? You never get a conclusion here. Yes or no? Because there is no connecting point. There is no middle term. Yes or no? So what I'm trying to tell you is, look at here. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, every deduction should contain only 3 distinct terms. But how many terms I have here? 4. When it will be 3? When there is a middle term, then it will become 3. Let's say here also all dogs are men is there. So can I say, now I can say 2 and 3 will be equal. Yes or no? Now this is also, I can treat it as 2, then this will become 3. Now so your rule will go correct. So every deduction should have only 3 distinct terms. If it is 2, if it is 4, don't think about it, you cannot make a conclusion. That is point number 1. Okay, that is point number 1. Is this clear, everybody? Yeah. Let's go to point number 2. What is rule 2? Write down rule 2. Middle term should be distributed. At least once in the statements. Middle term should be distributed at least once in the statements. Okay, middle term should be distributed at least once in the premises. Premise is nothing but statement. Middle term should be distributed at least once in the statement or premise. Anything is same. Okay, what do you mean by distribution? What do you mean by distribution? Yeah. Okay, before going to the distribution, I want to tell you one point. Okay, I want to tell you one point. That's why I need to write this. Okay, guys, we'll write points after 1 minute. All A's are B's. Next, some A's are B's. Next, some A's are not B's. No A is B. Guys, you have only these kind of questions. Okay, so whenever you come across like this, all A's are B's, yes, which term 100% that is distributed. Distributed means tick mark, not distributed means cross mark. Some A's are B's. It is indeed, I know something about A, something about B, so both are not distributed. No A is a B. No A is a B. When I can say no A is a B, yeah, if I know both, then only I can say no A is a B. Then both are distributed. Some A's are not B's. B is distributed. A is not going to be distributed. Okay. So what is your second point? Your middle term should be distributed at least once in the statement, which means let's say all cats are rats. If I say next statement, all rats are some Ram. Okay, so all. Whenever all is there, you should remember this. A is tick, B is cross. Tick, cross. All is there, tick, cross. Okay, so if you want to make a conclusion, your checklist should be first this. Yeah, what is the middle term? First recognition. What is the middle term? The middle term is what? Rat. Rat is distributed once. Yes, distributed means tick marks. For the rat, there is only one tick mark. Yes. Now you can proceed. Of course, you can proceed. Okay, so middle term should be distributed at least once in the premises. Yes, it is got once in the premise. The middle term got distributed. I hope this is clear. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, yeah. So this distribution is important. All subject is distributed, predicate is not distributed. Some, both are not distributed. Some not. Subject is not distributed, predicate is distributed. No, subject is distributed, predicate is not going to be distributed. Okay, not going to be distributed. Okay, so that's how you need to get your answer. So this is all about the distribution system. Okay, this is all about the distribution system. I hope you understood my second point. Middle term should be distributed at least once in the premises. So middle term should be distributed at least once in the premises. Then only you can write a conclusion. Third point. If one statement is negative, if one statement is negative, conclusion must be negative. If one statement is negative, conclusion must be negative. What is negative statement? Yeah, what is negative statement? No and some not are negative statements. So if one statement is negative, so obviously conclusion must be what? Negative. Okay, if one statement is negative, so conclusion must be what? Negative. Okay, next, point number 3. Point number 4. If one statement is particular, conclusion must be particular. If one statement is particular, conclusion must be particular. What are particular statements? Yeah, some and some not are particular statements. Okay, some and some not are what? Particular statements. Okay, next. Point number 5. If both statements are negative, no conclusion. If both statements are negative, no conclusion will come. Conclusion will not come. If both statements are negative, conclusion will not come. Okay, conclusion will not come. Next, point number 6. Point number 6. Point number 6. Point number 6. If both statements are particular, no conclusion. If both statements are particular, no conclusion. What do you mean by particular? Yeah, what are the particular statements? Some and some not. If both will present in your statements, you will not get a conclusion. You will not get a conclusion. Okay. Okay. You will not get a conclusion. Last and important point is this. Look at here, guys. The 7th point is this. So please write down. Which term is not distributed in the which term is not distributed in the statements the same term should not distribute in the conclusion. Okay, which term is not distributed in the statements, the same term should not distributed in the conclusion. So what do you mean by this actually? Okay, what do you mean by this actually? You need to understand few things here. Okay, you need to understand, few things. What do you mean by this? Okay, you will understand this, while solving the questions. These are the 7 rules. Next heading, distribution system. Okay, next heading, distribution system. Okay, distribution system. Whenever there is a distribution system, please write down. Okay, yeah. So distribution system means, first term, okay, subject, next, predicate. Okay, subject and what? Predicate. Okay, all subject is distributed, predicate is not distributed. No, both will be distributed. Some, subject is not distributed, predicate is also not distributed. Some not. Subject will not distribute, predicate will distribute. So for all some not, I know, you will encounter these type of situations. Okay, you will encounter these type of situations. Okay, after this, we'll try to solve questions based on this particular thing. Okay, yeah. Whenever you come across questions here, yeah, we have some directions to follow to solve the questions. Okay, yeah, we have 10 questions. Each of these questions consist of 2 statements followed by 2 conclusions marked 1 and 2. Consider 2 statements be true even though they seems to be So the point is this, we'll have two statements followed by two conclusions. So you need to tell me which conclusion is correct. Okay. Yeah. So let's try to answer this. All. What is the question, guys? All C's are B's. Yeah, all subject is distributed, predicate is not distributed. Okay, subject is distributed, predicate is not distributed. In some means what? Subject is not distributed, predicate is also not distributed. So what is the conclusion? All T's are C's is a conclusion? I don't know. Some C's are T's is a conclusion? I don't know. So you need to figure it out. Point number one. Okay. How many terms are there? One, two. Yeah, B's will be present. So the middle term is what? B's. Please tell me, what is your second point? Yeah, middle term should be distributed once itla premises, no? So which means should be a tick mark, right? Is there any tick mark? No. Then how this is going to be distributed? It will not distribute at any cost. Yes or no? So B's will not distribute. Okay. So B's will not distribute. So you will get a conclusion? No, you will not get a conclusion. So what are the options? If only one follows, you need to tick this. Only two follows, either one or two follows, neither one or two follows. Yes, neither one or two follows. So you can say answer for this question is what? 4. Okay, you can say answer for this particular question is what, guys? 4. Okay. That's how you can end your answer. We'll go to the next question. What is your next question? Yeah. All grapes are apples. The moment you saw the question, please tick and cross. Yeah, grapes, apples. All apples are grapes. Grape should be tick and a mango should be what? Cross. Okay. Yeah. So what is the middle term here? The middle term is what? Apple. Apple is distributed at least once? Yes. Okay. Apple is distributed at least once? Yes. So let me go to the conclusions. All grapes are mangoes. All grapes are mangoes. Correct. All mangoes are grapes. All mangoes are grapes. This is where your seventh point. I told I need to explain the seventh point. What is the seventh point? Yeah, in statement which is not distributed, which means which is cross. In conclusion also it should be cross. But in the conclusions, if I write all mangoes are grapes, mango should be tick and grape should be cross. But the point is this mango should be in which position? Cross position. If I write all mangoes are grapes, this is going to be follows? No. The second one is wrong, only first one is correct. So all grapes are mangoes. Look at here. Grapes, subject to distributed, predicate is not distributed. So mangoes is not distributed. Okay, I hope you understand this particular thing. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Okay, we'll go to the next question. What is the next question? Yeah, what is your next question, guys? Okay, what is your next question? Yeah, so you have two conclusions. Okay, you have there you have two conclusions. Right. Some doctors are lawyers, some lawyers are architects. That's it. Pause the video and try to answer it. Yes. I hope 90% of you made a wrong answer. All doctors are lawyers, some lawyers are architects. Guys, forget about T cross. These some and some means what? Both are what? Some and some means what? Both are what? Both are particular statements. Okay, look at your rule number 6. If both statements are particular, conclusion will follows? No. So answer is what? Neither 1 or 2. Answer is what, guys? Neither 1 or 2. Again you will end up with the answer called fourth one. Okay, again you will end up with the answer called what, guys? Fourth one. Neither 1 or 2 follows. Why? Some means what? One statement is start with some, the other also start with some. So both premises will have some, which means what? When both statements are particular, you will get a conclusion. No, you never get a conclusion. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, you can do here. Doctor, when sum is there, subject and predicate both are not distributed, not distributed. But according to your rule number 2, middle term should be distributed at least once, no? So middle term is what? Lawyer. Lawyer is distributed at least once, no? Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question. What is your next question? Yeah, you can see one question here. Okay, all weddings are writings. Okay, see there is a spelling, two different spellings. Don't be in a trap. Okay, yeah. So first thing is what we are going to do. We are going to do a tick and cross. Whenever you look at a question, please do a tick and cross. Yeah, when all means what? Subject distributed, predicate not distributed. Here what? Subject what? Distributed, predicate what? Not distributed. What is the middle term? Weddings is the middle term. Weddings is distributed at least once? Yes. Now we'll come to the conclusions. Some writings are rings. Okay, rings. Okay, so both will be some. I can write both are not distributed because the last rule has to be followed. No, the second one will not follow. Why? See, what is your last rule? In the statement, if it is cross, in the conclusion also it should be cross. Yes or no? So the only point is this: both, which will come in the conclusion, both are in which position? Which is in cross. So definitely your conclusion should have to be some only, Yes or no? Some writings are, wearings. Okay, okay. That's how you have to. You should be very, guys. If you have good subject, okay. We can see the question and we can answer the question very easily. Okay. Yeah, you have your next question with you. What is this question, ma? Yeah, whenever you look at a question, please try to, guys, please try to pick and cross first. Yeah, queen. Some means what? Your subject is not distributed, your predicate is also not distributed. No means what? Both are distributed. Yes or no? Yes. Now, now tell me, guys, tell me, I want you to know one point. I want you to know one point. What is the point here? What is the point here? Yeah, in the previous question, what is the answer? First one is only one follows. Look at here. So, guys, look at here. What is the middle term here? Row. Row is distributed at least once? Yes. Okay, row is distributed at least once? Yes. Then if you look at point number 3, what is point number 3? If one statement is negative, your conclusion must be negative, no? In your conclusion, is there any negative statements? No, then how these two going to be satisfied? No, you can say answer is what? Fourth one, that's it. Okay, you will you may have one doubt. We have one particular statement also, no? Then the conclusion must be particular, right? Yes or no? When this is what? A particular statement, then conclusion must be particular. But negative statement, then this should be negative. So what is particular and negative statement? That is nothing but some not. So your conclusion must include some not. Your conclusion is having with some not? No. Which means this will not follow. Then the answer is what? Fourth option. Okay, then the answer is what? Fourth option. Then the answer is what, guys, here? Fourth option. Okay, fourth option. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, what is the next one? Yeah, some, don't think about the words or, don't trap in a language stuff. Okay, yeah, simple. Look at here, tick cross. Okay, the moment you saw this, tick cross. No means what? Both should be tick. Okay, Yeah, what is the middle term? Source or the middle term? Middle term is distributed at least once. Yes, guys, you need to remember one thing: middle term never ever come in the conclusion. So the remaining ones will only come into the conclusion. Okay, but you know, if one statement is negative, the conclusion must be what? Negative. Yes or no? One statement is negative, conclusion must be negative. But look at the options, both are negative statements only. Yes, of course, yes, both are negative statements only. So which means some others are not sweets. Yes, correct. No, there is a sweet. Yes, correct. Both are negative statements. Guys, you know, you will get it out. This is also tick. This is also tick. Here, this is cross. This is tick. The point we talked about what? Which is cross, that should be in cross. Which is tick, I don't mind about this. Which is cross, you know, that particular term should be cross in that particular statement. Got it, guys? Yes or no? So the whole point here is this. Okay, so both statement will follow. Both statement will follow. Okay, both statements is going to be follow. Okay, both statements going to be follow. Let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question. Yeah, quick, tick, cross. Some means both are what? Sorry, some not, no. So this is going to be cross, this is going to be tick. Okay, what is the middle term? Nanos, nanos. So middle term is what? Middle term is what, guys? Middle term is what? Nanos. Okay, but you need to understand one point here. No Zen is a Swift. Guys, one statement is negative, conclusion must be negative. How many conclusions you have? Two conclusions. So both you have your conclusions. Okay, but look at here. Okay, so so what will come in the conclusion, guys? What is the middle term? Nano. So Zen will come in the conclusion. Guys, look at it. If I write no Zen is a Swift, Zen is going to be distributed. Shift is not. Shift is also going to be distributed, because in no, subject and predicate both will be distributed. Yes or no? So, but what about Zen? Zen should, in statement, if is not distributed, in conclusion also it should be not distributed. No, so this is possible? No, so one will not follow. Some Zen are not shift. So if I write some not, this is not distributed, this is distributed. Forget about shift, but your concentration should be on where? Zen. Zen is not distributed. Here also not distributed. So definitely you can say only two follows. Okay, only two follows. Okay, only two follows. Okay, you know, please go through the points. The logic is, once you go through the points, you know, the job is pretty easy. Okay, the job is pretty easy. Okay, now look at here, guys. Now look at here. All rights are left. Okay, all rights are left. No, no left is a top. Yeah, quick. You know, you should write, you know, quick conclusions. Okay, you should write quick conclusions. First step, by looking at the question, first step is draw whether it is tick and cross. Yeah, right, tick, left, cross. No means what? Both are tick. What is the middle term? Left. Left is distributed at least once. Yes. So conclusion follows yes. Okay. After that, yeah, one statement is negative, then conclusion must be negative. Then first conclusion directly fails. Okay. Now look at here. So no top is right. No top is right. Correct. So only two follows. That's it, friends. When you know the concept, the job is pretty easy. Okay. If you don't know the concept, you know, it will take a lot of time to calculate it. Okay, you know, take, you know, get good clarity on this particular things. Okay, yeah, yeah. What is talking about? All months are weeks. Yeah, all months are weeks. Some weeks are days. Quick. The moment you saw this, step number one, tick and cross. Okay, step number one is what? Tick and cross. What is tick and cross? Yeah, for all, subject is distributed, predicate is not distributed. Okay, some, both will be not distributed. That's it, guys. What is the middle term? Week. Week is distributed at least once. No. So answer is what? Fourth option, because neither situation will come. No, don't see at the conclusion. That's it. I got it. Because middle term is not distributed, then how the conclusion will come? Conclusion will not come. So answer is what? Fourth option. Answer is what, guys, here? Fourth option. Okay, answer is what? Fourth option. Okay, answer is what? Fourth one. Okay. Next one. Yeah. Yeah. Now we'll try to solve this. The next one. Yeah. We need to draw few conclusions. So what are the conclusions? Look at here. Some chairs, some tables. That's it. Finished. Yeah, when both statements are particular, conclusion will come. No, conclusions will not come. Don't think about the conclusions. If both statements are negative, how the conclusion particular, how the conclusions will come? No. If I say in place of some, there will be no chairs and no. If the statement is like this, then conclusion will come. No, because both statements are negative, conclusion will not come. So let me explain all the 7 points. Before 7 points, you should understand about the middle term. What is middle term? Yeah. In both the statements, which term is common? That term is called what? Middle term. Okay. After that, you should know the distribution system. What is the distribution system? Yeah. Yeah. For the distribution system, terms all, some not. Okay, some not. No. Guys, if you know which term about 100% that is going to be distributed, all A's are B's. You should know A about A. That's why subject is distributed. Predicate is not distributed. For no, both are not distributed. Some not. Subject is not distributed. Predicate is distributed. No, both will be distributed. Okay, no, both will be distributed. Okay, both will be distributed. I hope this is clear. Okay, after knowing this 7 points, what are the 7 points, guys? Yeah, the 7 points goes like this. Okay, whenever you are talking about the 7 points, the 7 points goes like this. Guys, uh, point number one, the deduction should contain at least 3 terms. Okay, at least 3 terms should be there. Next, middle term should be distributed at least once in the premises. Okay, middle term should be distributed at least once in the premises. Next one is what? If one statement is negative, conclusion must be negative. Next one, if one statement is particular, conclusion must be particular. What are particular statements? Some and some not are particular statements. What are negative statements? No and some not are negative statements. What is particular and negative? Some not. Okay, if both statements are negative, no conclusion. If both statements are particular, no conclusion. Okay. Okay. Last point is very, very important. The term which is not distributed in the statements, the same term should not be distributed in the conclusion. Okay. So if you understand these points, okay, that will help you a lot. Okay, that will help you a lot. Okay, now guys, now we have seen the questions regarding we have seen the questions which are two. When there are two statements, how you are going to solve this. When there are more than 3 statements, then Venn diagrams will come into the picture. Okay, when Venn diagrams will come into the picture. Okay, how to draw Venn diagrams, we'll see. We'll point by point. We'll learn point by point. Listen carefully. Generally, the statements will be 1, 2, 3, or sometimes 4. Okay, they're followed by, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 conclusions will be there. What is our task? We have to check whether the given conclusion follows or doesn't follows. Okay, now in your mind there is no tick cross method. I will tell you one more method how to draw. Okay, we solve deduction questions by using Venn diagrams. Okay, Venn diagrams. What are the Venn diagrams? Okay, let's say there are 2 sets, set A, set B. let's say there are two sets, set A, set B. This is set A, this is set B. Okay, set A, set B. With some elements. In what way we select elements from set A to set B? Set A to set B. Okay, so if I ask you, all A's are B's. All A's are B's. A should be inside, B should be outside. So this diagram is called what? All A's are B's. Or you can say this as, this is also you can say all A's are B's. But which you need to draw, I'll tell you. Okay, next one. Some A's are B's. Okay, some A's are B's. Okay, there should be intersection, of course the intersection. So this part is called what? Some A's are B's. Okay, some A's are B's. No A is B. No A is B. Is there any intersection? No, guys. No A is a B. There is no intersection. Next, if I ask you, some A's are, okay, not B's. Okay, some A's are not B's. Guys, people used to say, this part is some A's are not B's. Okay, but I can say this is going to be the basic diagram. What I mean by basic diagram, there are two diagrams will be there. Okay, one is basic diagram, the other one is, alternate diagrams. Okay, so what is basic diagram, friends? Guys, look at here. Whenever, so please draw this, please pause the video and try to draw this. Next side heading is basic diagram. What do you mean by a basic diagram? Okay, basic diagram is, the Venn diagram with least possible intersection is called basic diagram. Okay, least possible intersection is called what? Basic diagram. Okay, guys, look at here. If you say this as some A's or B's, wait a minute. As if you are going to say, if you are going to say, this particular point as some A's or B's, don't say this is what some A's or B's. This is an alternate diagram because there is an intersection, no. But what is saying the least intersection? You can see, look at here. Here there is a maximum intersection. Here are the least intersection, yes or no? But always your priority is what? Least intersection. So this particular thing is called basic diagram. Okay, now this is called what? BD, basic diagram. Okay, whenever you come across the questions, you have to draw only basic diagram. Okay, basic diagram. Okay, basic diagram. So all A's are B's. So let me tell you, if someone asks you all A's are B's, how you are going to write? Yeah, all A's are B's. If you hear this, you have to draw this one only. A should be inside, B should be outside. That's it. If someone asks you, some A's are B's, then what could be your diagram? Yeah, there is an intersection, A and B. Okay, if someone asks you, some A's are not B's, which means there is A and there is B, it may be interact. It may be interact. So that's why don't draw anything. Someone, they will say no A is a B, which means they never touch. Okay, they never touch. These are the what? Basic diagrams. These are the basic diagrams. Okay, so we need to learn few points regarding the basic diagram. What are the few points? Okay, what are the few points? Guys, always remember. Okay, in basic diagram, always remember. if negative, if positive conclusion. What do you mean by positive conclusion? I explained you the whole thing. Okay, if positive conclusion, okay, if positive conclusion is true, okay, if positive conclusion is true, it's always true. Okay, always true. Next, second one, if positive conclusion, okay, if positive conclusion is false, it's always false. Okay, it's always false. Third one, if negative conclusion, if negative conclusion is false, always false, always false. The fourth point is important. Okay, the fourth point is important. If negative conclusion, if negative conclusion is true, whenever the negative conclusion is true, don't stop it. We have to go alternate diagram. We have to go alternate diagram. Okay, what is alternate diagram? Okay, you should know what is alternate diagram. When the negative conclusion is true, we have to go toward alternate diagram. What do you mean by alternate diagram? Yeah, what do you mean by alternate diagram? Yes, how to draw an alternate diagram and when you need to write an alternate diagram. So please write down steps to draw alternate diagram. Okay, steps to draw an alternate diagram. Okay, steps to draw an alternate diagram. Yeah, please write down. Please write down. Okay, step number one. Step number one. Write a complementary statement. Write a complementary statement. Write a complementary statement for a respective negative conclusion. Respective negative conclusion which is true earlier. Which is true earlier. Okay, which is true earlier. Okay, which is true earlier. Step 2. Step 2. Represent the complementary statement. Represent the complementary statement in the form of Venn diagram. Represent the complementary statement in the form of Venn diagram. In the form of Venn diagram. Okay, in the form of Venn diagram. Step 3. Step 3. Validate all the given statements. Validate all the given statements. Validate all the given statements in the above Venn diagram. Validate all the given statements in the above Venn diagram. Okay, above Venn diagram. Step number 4. Step number 4. Step number 4. If all the given statements are validated, if all the given statements are validated, then the alternate diagram is successful. Then the alternate diagram is successful. Hence the respective negative conclusion which is true earlier is now false and doesn't follow Okay, and doesn't follow. Step number 5. Step number 5. Okay, if at least one of the given statement is not validated, if at least one of the given statement is not validated, then the alternate diagram is unsuccessful. Then the alternate diagram is unsuccessful. Hence, 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 the respective negative conclusion. Hence, the respective negative conclusion, which is true, which is true, which is true. Okay, which is true, which is true. Earlier is always true and follows. Earlier is always true and follows. So these are the 5 points, very, very important. So this is how you need to draw. Your alternate diagram. But what are the complementary pairs? Okay, side heading complementary pairs. Okay, when alternate diagrams will come into the picture when the negative is true. What are the negative ones? No and some not. Okay, no A is a B. No A is a B. When no A is a B means your complementary is some A's or B's. Okay, some A's or B's. No A is not B, which means what is a complementary? What is a complementary? Yes, when the negative is true, you should go for what? The positive ones. Okay, the positive ones. So when no A is B means you have to prove them that some is true. Some A's are not B's, which means you have to say that all A's are B's. All A's are B's. So the point is this. For no A is a B, complementary is what? Some A's are B's. Some A is not B. Complementary is what? All A's are B's. Okay, so these 2 points are important. Okay, these 2 points are important. Okay, please write down a note. Please write down a note. If alternate diagram is false, if alternate diagram is false, do not check either or. If alternate diagram is false, do not check. Don't check either or case. If alternate diagram is false, don't check either or case. If the alternate diagram is true, if the alternate diagram is true, then only we'll get either or. And the alternate diagram is true. Okay, when the alternate diagram is true, then only either or case will come. Okay, then only either or case will come. Okay, then only either or case will come. Okay, okay. So this is when this is fails. Okay, yeah. When that is true, then only either or case will come. Okay, either or case will come. Sometimes in the statements he may give like this: A is not B. Means what? No A is a B. Okay, no A is a B. Sometimes he'll give A is B, which means what? All A's are B's. All A's are B's. Okay, all A's are B's. These points, you need to understand. These points, you need to understand. And we need to know about some synonyms. Okay, some synonyms. What do you mean by synonyms, guys? Yeah, sometimes instead of all, he may give like this: every, each, any. Okay, he may give in place of all, he may give every, each, any. In place of some, they might give as at least, at most, few, many, and most. Okay, few, many, most. Okay, for no, sometimes they give as none, each, not, every, not. They'll give like this for no. Okay, each, not, every, not, any, not. Okay, so all are what? Synonyms. If you want to talk about synonyms for some, not, what are the synonyms, guys? Yeah, few, not, many, not, okay, and most, not. These are the synonyms for some, not. Okay, these are the synonyms for what? Some, not. Okay, these are the synonyms for what? Some, not. Okay, these are the synonyms for what? Some, not. Okay, guys, sometimes he'll give like this. Only A's are B's. Only A's are B's, which means all B's are A's, which means your diagram come like this. B should be inside and A should be outside. Okay, B should be inside and A should be outside. This is how you need to know about the things in deductions, which we can say syllogism, okay, which we can say what? Syllogism. Now we'll try to answer one question. Okay, we'll try to slowly we'll understand the questions, and we'll try to answer it. How the things will go. Okay, how the things will go. Guys, if you look at here, let's read the directions. Okay, there are 11 to 15 questions. In each of the following questions, 3 statements, okay, followed by conclusions. 1 and 2 will be marked. Okay, 1 and 2 will be marked. Okay, and 3. Sometimes, there will be 3 as well. Okay, 3 are given, considered statements to be true, even though they seems to be, vacants with the commonly known facts. So find the, yeah. Now look at here, guys, how to draw this. Yeah, all digits are symbols, so digit should be inside. Okay, on this who will come? Symbol will come. So this represent what? Symbol. This represent what, guys? Symbol. Next, all symbols are letters. So symbol के ऊपर, what will come? Letters will come. Okay, some letters are elements. Okay, some letters are elements. Okay, some letters are elements. This is called the basic diagram. This is called, this is got your diagram. Okay, this is your diagram. He is going to conclusions will be there. Which conclusion is correct? You have to tell. All digits are letters. All digits are letters is correct? Of course correct. Digit should be inside, letter should be outside. Some symbols are elements. Some symbols are elements. Symbol is here. Element is here. Is there any connection, guys? No. So some symbols are elements will follow? No, it doesn't follow. All letters are digits. All letters are digits. All letters are digits means what? Letter should be inside, digit should be outside. But here he has how is our diagram? Digit should be inside, letter should be outside. So this follows? No. So answer for this question is what, guys? Only one follows. Only one follows. Are you getting my point? Only one follows. Please draw the diagram. Okay, please draw the diagram. When if you are good with the diagram, the job is pretty easy. Okay, if you are good with the diagram, the job is pretty easy. Okay, so look at the diagram, guys. See how the diagram will come into the picture. Okay, so when the diagram is like that, the job is pretty easy, guys. Okay, the job is pretty easy. So conclusion 1 follows. All digits are letter follows. Yes. Conclusion 2 follows. Conclusion 2 follows, guys. No. So answer is what? Only 4 follows. Only 4 follows. Okay. Only 4 follows. We'll go to the next question. Okay. We'll go to the next question. These are the statements followed by we have conclusions. We'll see which is going to be. Yeah. So look at here. All fats are mat. So fat should be inside. Okay, so mat should be outside. Yes, all fats are mat. So this is mat. Some mats are rats. Some mats are rats. Some mats are what? Rats. Some mats are rat. Okay, this is rat. Okay, next. All rats are cats. All rats are cats. Okay, don't try. There should be minimum intersection. No, don't try to draw like this to do this. That will not going to help you. That's going to be a wrong diagram. Yeah. So all rats are what? Cats. All rats are what? Cats. This is your diagram. Now check. Some fats are cats. Where is fat here? Where is cat here? Look at here. If you overlap this may be correct. That's why you should have clarity. Some fats are cats is going to be correct. No. Okay. Next. Some mats are cats. Where is mat here? Where is cat here? Yes, of course that is correct. Next, some rats are fats. Where is rat here? Rat is going to touch with fat? No. So this will follow? It doesn't follow. So answer is what, guys? Only 2 follows. Answer is what here? Only 2 follows. Choice 2. Okay, only 2 follows. That is what? Choice 2. Okay, only 2 follows. That will give you your choice 2. Okay, that will give your choice 2. See, once if you are good with your diagrams, the job is pretty easy, guys. Okay, the job is pretty easy. Yeah, yeah. So all inputs are outputs. Okay, all inputs are outputs. Let me draw the diagram. Yeah, all inputs are outputs. So input should be inside. Okay, all inputs are outputs. So output should be like this. All inputs are outputs. Okay. Some outputs are results. So some outputs are results. No result is good. No result is good. Okay. No result is good. Okay. No result is good. Guys, where is result this? So for result and good, is there any connection? No. No result is good. Yes or no? So this is how you need to draw. Let me draw clearly. All inputs are output. So input should be inside. Over this, what you will come, output will come. So this is output. Some outputs are results. So some outputs are what? Results. So this is result. This is result. Okay. No result is good. So no result is what? Good. Good. No result is good. Okay. Let's check. Let's check. Some inputs are results. Some inputs are results. No, is there any connection between these two? No, this is not follow. Next, I'll come to this. Some inputs are goods. Input is here, good is here. So this is not follow. Some goods are not inputs. Good is here, input is here. Some goods are not input. Yes, correct. This is where your complementary pair will come into the picture. Okay, because when the negative statement is correct, you need to go for what? Complementary pair. Okay, you need to go for what? Complementary pair. Some goods are not outputs, which means what? Which means what? All goods are output. All goods are output. So let me draw the alternate diagram. Okay, what is alternate diagram? So output will be like this. So this is what? Output. When this is output, in this thing input will come. With input again goodies also will come, because all good should be that, no. So this is what result. After drawing this particular thing, this is step number one. No, I have given a notes followed by there are 5 steps. Write a complementary pair. Yes, I have written complementary pair. What is a complementary pair? All good are output. Next, represent the complementary statement in a Venn diagram. Yes, I have represented. Next, validate the statements. Check the statements. All inputs are outputs. All inputs are outputs. Correct. Some outputs are results. Some outputs are results. Correct. No result is a good. Result good. Is there any correction? No. So that is also correct. That is also correct. Which means what, guys? Yeah, if all the given statements are validated, then the alternate diagram is successful. Yes, alternate diagram is successful. When alternate diagram is successful, hence the respective negative conclusion which is true earlier, now it's going to be false. Very simple. Draw the alternate diagram. If the alternate diagram is true, okay, then your conclusion goes false. That's it. So both are getting what? False. When both are getting false, all the three are getting false. So answer is what? None follows. Okay, answer is what, guys? None follows. Answer is what here? None follows. Okay, so answer for this question is what? None follows. Answer for this question is what? None follows. Okay, none follows. Okay, guys, this is all about the syllogism kind of stuff. Whenever I have explained, 2 methods. One is with the tick cross method, the other is what? This method. Okay, so whenever you come across, these type of situations, so please be ready. Okay, please be ready. Okay, that's all my time, guys. Thanks a lot for being in my session. Have a great day. Thank you.